subject. That's it.
All right. Thanks. And you, Victoria,
Oh,
can speak a little bit?
till last month, I didn't know that community was so important for like our professional lives because I live in Rondônia, so it's a bit far from big cities like São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. So here there there's a small amount of people who work in the technology field. So I didn't have this close contact with people who worked in the same area as me. So last month I went to Rio de Janeiro to an event like Python Brazil. So it was my first time at a technology event. So it was really great because I could see people who had this star in their eyes, like they're so excited to talk about whatever they were doing and to answer my questions and just talk about what they love. So it was really great. And there I saw like how community is important, and I could really relate to people. So that was awesome. And I really want to be part of that. Like, I really want to be close to people that feel that way like me.
All right. It's a great experience. Uh, I think that the community is, like Elton say, it's uh, it's for we grow fast, and community have many nuggets that we can share with another peoples, and can we make we make a fast growth and in any area of uh, our lives. Okay, uh, we'll we'll go into the question two. Who involved are you in your local community? And I'll start. In my case, the last year, I tried to teach some kids to programming, and it's a nice experience, but about 10 kids, only one or two kids like to program, right? And it is uh, it's very difficult for some peoples to program the first time, but it is a nice experience for me to teach some kids. I try to go this year too, but I think that is no have some time to make this. How about you, Victoria? The question
I'm
two.
not I'm not too close to my local community, but I really want to do that. Like last year, I teach too a class about Python fundamentals. Like I was getting them to the fundamentals of Python, like how can I use a variable and how can I print something in the window. So there was this person at the university here in my city. So I just did this lesson with them. It was one day, but it was so incredible because there I met a girl. She never got into programming, but she was so thankful. Like she was really, really excited to do that more. And she was like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy. I didn't know I could do that." And she was so happy about it. And I was really happy too because she was. So I think it's really important for us to participate in things like that.
Yes. Uh, in my case, I program in Python too, and I am the same stack the Elton. And in this moment, I try to teach the kids Pi games. Unlimited. All right, you know, man. How about you, Welton? The question two. Okay, technical problems. Go ahead, Felipe.
Yes, I confess I'm not involved so much with my local community, you know. I mean, only when I'm go to the church, no, I'm involved a little bit with the my community in my place where I live, and in professional area, sometimes I put some thinking in the community, but I'm I'm more how can I say? I use the community, but not interacting so much in this professional community. I use it more to some problems, solve problems, or take a documentation or example. You know, the someone put the example in certain technology, but I confess I'm not interact so much in communities. That's it.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead, Elton.
Sorry, guys, I'm using the cell phone, so I'm fighting here with it. With it.
It's no
um,
problem.
Let me see. Yeah, like I've been saying, I'm trying to help the Python community here in São Paulo as well because since the beginning of the year I could go to some IT events, some program events, but not the most of them, but all of them, it wasn't about Python, So Python is the language that giving me money, giving me the opportunity, to work. And I thought about it, and the online. We have a lot of beautiful, awesome online communities about Python as well. I believe that the reason that I love Python is the community, not just the language. So yeah, for that reason, I thought a lot, and oh man, I need to try to help the Python community here in São Paulo. More specifically, the community that I belong is it's called the Group I SP in English, and yeah, we are going to do our second event with the Pi Ladies São Paulo as well. Uh, it's the group of Python, from the girls, and I believe that I don't know. I'm 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 giving a little contribution, to the community, and I'm happy with that. I'm trying to organize myself to starting creating some contents, about Python, and my goal for the next year, I'd like to try to present something in person, I believe that it will help me a lot to improve my communication uh, and to expose more myself. I believe that when you expose yourself, you grow faster. You can improve yourself. You can learn a lot. Um, I believe that the main reason for that is that I really believe that when you try to teach anyone, you learn more than teacher, because sometimes you need to learn more to learn how can you explain better, so you are pushed to look for knowledge, look for some informations, yeah, that's it, guys.
All right. Python gave me happy too. Gave me money, gave me happy. Uh,
Yeah.
my my first language, my second language is Java, and after Java, I'm going to PHP and Dart with Flutter, and now with Python. And Python, it's a good language. I love the Java too, but Python is great. I think
Yeah,
that I love more Python than Java.
Python makes your
Okay.
life easier.
Yes. Uh, I have some books about Python, about Java. Uh, I remember that when I was in university, I I participate sometimes the Linux community. I'm I'm use Linux for 12 years, and it is a good operational system, and I think that is better than Mac. My personal thinking, and it is very nice to see the community working together. We create great things working together without money related, right? It is an unfair
Yeah,
job and make great things. I'm
I got it.
contributing with one project called Open Daylight. It is a very nice project, open source. Okay. Um, can you read the question three, Felipe?
Three,
Yeah.
yes. How do you think communities can help one another? I say the communities can help each other sharing information, you know, uh, sharing information, example, and articles. Because in my opinion, the technology, it's it's like how can I say, I think that we need to infrastructure, we need devices, networking. It's like a stack, the infrastructure, devices, networking. At the end, we have the application, Because of that, for example, when I may have a problem, I don't know if the problem is the network or in the software, security, or think like that, or in the link, for example. Because of that, the community can help each other sharing the information, That's the way that community can help. Do you understand me?
Yes. I agree with you. And yes, the community can support to uh, take opportunities and have many opportunities in the community. And the information is, I think that is a great point to talk. And yes, I agree with you. Um, go ahead, Victoria. How about you? What do you think about the question three?
I agree with you all. I think the main goal for a community is to share knowledge with each other. And I think when they share knowledge, they also motivate each other. So, like, I'm here alone in Rondonia, no one to talk about the things I do at my work. So, I met some people, like, they work at the same area than me. So, they motivated me to continue working on my skills and studying more topics I didn't even know exist. So motivation, communities can really motivate people to do a lot better. So that's it.
All right. Yes, here in my city have no great community, true, like the Elton. But I try to walk in the snuggles only. Uh, but okay. How about you, Elton?
No, man, you can start your community. I believe
Yeah,
that
come
every
on.
community starts from, some place. We have
Yeah.
by the way, the Group I is a community from the state, So you have little Group I's in some countrysides as well. By the way, this year, the Title Sudeste was made on the São Carlos. It's a countryside of São Paulo. And it was an amazing event. The guys from the Group I Sanca from São Carlos and the Pai Lady Sanca as well organized, helped a lot with the event. And, uh, yeah, go ahead. You,
It's it is nice. When I started program Flutter, I'm starting and the version is the first version beta and have no programs in here in Brazil. And I search in web some community, and I find the one community with about the 20 peoples, and I will start the WhatsApp community, and this community grew up very fast. We program in the night and go to 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. program and make some missions, some challenges to create some apps. And I'm having digest. I don't speak this in English, mas eu tenho uma doença autoimune, and this time I have a bad month, and I I eu saí da comunidade, sabe? Mhm.
I got
And now the lead of this community, this is called Jacob. I think that you heard about them.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
a great people, a great person, and this very 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 uh, he knows very many informations in this community that I will never forget. It is a nice community.
I got
Okay.
it.
Uh, today, I think there is a Google certificate. It says Google Voice. How about this? About Flutter. So so it's nice. Okay, come on to the question 4. Can you start, Elton?
Yeah, sure. Let me find it here. Just a moment. Mm, Okay, chat. Do you prefer to live in a closed night? I don't know this word, or more private community? Mm, I don't know
It,
exactly. Well, do you know, guys, what means closed night?
it is some together, right? It's a
Mm,
community that is together or a community that private and separated, right?
Mm, I don't know. I believe that the first one is more related with the open source communities, and the community that support everyone, ever beginners, I believe that I prefer this kind of community. It's because it follows the open source principles, that the knowledge is for everyone. And I believe that the provide things, provide community is more, closed, is more, I don't know, maybe you need to have some, how can I say that? Uh, Privilege, to into there. And yeah, I prefer an open community that we can support everyone.
Okay. And you, Victoria?
I think I prefer some community that are together, like they have interests, common interests, like they have the same thing they like to share about. But one thing is that everyone is different at some kind of way. So it's nice too when people from different areas like interact with each other. So I think I like to go to event like developer. I think is TDC it was happening. I think Recife and Brasilia, it was happening a developer event there. So I'm not really a developer, like I'm not developing apps, but I'm developing transformation to data. So we are kind of related, but we have some differences. So I like a community that is like a mix of things that people can share things like different for each other, but can have some things they have in common, you know. So that's it.
Okay. And you, Felipe?
Yes, I prefer closed night than private because the, how can I say, the number of the people in a community, we can see other perspective, For example, we have a community there are a lot of people in different countries, different style. This is important because it's our different points of view in the life. I think these programs is just that. We need to solve a problem, and there are a lot of ways to solve that problem. And when you have people, the different kinds of style, I think it's better to the community. This is my point of view.
All right. This is perfect point. Uh, I think that is very true. The some many experience brings some nuggle that and point of views, perspectives that some people don't see. I think the job remote work from home have many of these benefits, right? That's many people from many others cities, states, countries have many logos to the community. And yes, it is a good point, Felipe. Uh, the question 5. Can read this, Victoria?
I can. What are some benefits of volunteering in the community? Oh, I think when you volunteer in a community, you can share your experience with people, like you can understand them better. So I do something like in my way. I do that every day. So I stay that way for a many time. So I do that every day. I don't do anything different. And when I volunteer in a community, I can see a person who do the same thing as me, but in a different way. So like it's seeing other points of view. So it's kind of interesting there. So I think it's that. I think sharing knowledge and sharing points of view.
All right. How about you, Elton?
Well, I agree with Victoria, and I believe that when become a volunteer in a community, you can help the community to be useful, for more people. And I believe that in a long term, you can learn a lot as well with this. I believe that this is the my point. And yeah, I believe that the communities are something that are not just for you. Is a thing that is for a group of person. And I like to help because we help a lot the beginners. And yeah, I believe that I don't know, I feel great, when I can feel that I am a person that I can help someone. I believe that I am making my part, I am contributing. And yeah, I believe that this is the spirit of the open source, of the community, and what us from the Python community we hope.
Okay. I'm agree with you, and I'm Linux use, and I I I'm using very most the all software in my computer is open source, and I think that the volunteer in the communities is a great thing that having in community and I in technology, and I not know the other field that have a community open source that is so big, right? How about you, Felipe?
Yes, I agree with all. Uh, I think the best way to learn things, is the interact with the technology or the subject you are interested. When you are a volunteer in a community, you are in contact with the technology, contact with other personnel with the same goal with you. This is important because you are trained, you are learning every day, and this is makes you are a good professional, for example. No? That's it. For example, I am a networking guy, and I'm studying a lot using Python to automate some tasks, repetitive tasks. And the community helped me a lot because there I can learn it by examples, like GitHub, for example. There are a lot of examples that I can use and adapt it to my my way, my my problem. That's it.
All right. Uh, I think that you use very softwares open source that all people that work with networking use some open source projects, right? Like Squiddy Cache, right?
Uh, In my
It's
in my area, I use more network protocol, like devices,
into
network protocol, but the new era, the new era of network is software, no? A lot of products is software defined network. Because of that, I need to how to interact with API using Python to put or get information on the device. You know, the Python I need the learning Python to do it, interact with API to get some information and things like that.
Nice. I like to network, but it's very hard. But I try to create a sniff, but in private project, but it is sniff to shit again, right? And it is no, I'm not finished, no complete this sniff, but is very nice area networking. Uh, okay. How do you think technology has changed communities? Felipe,
Technology change the communities.
yes.
I think it's together, right? Technology and communities is together. How can I say? For example, Vitória live in Rondônia, I live in Recife, Elton in São Paulo, and you in Ceará, né?
Ceará.
Ceará. So with technology, we can interact with each other, you know, change information. That's it. The technology is super important to the community. Without technology, I don't know if it's more hard to change information or learn things. That's it.
All right. In my job, we started to use a tool called Gather. Anyone can use Gather? Gather?
I don't know.
No? Search in Google. This is virtual uh, virtual co-workspace and very nice. It is. We have an avatar and can interact with other people's like the presential working. It's a nice app. We're starting with this in my job. Okay. How about you, Victoria? The question 6.
Oh, I agree with Felipe. Like, I can talk to people from the other side of the world. Like, if I go to internet and search someone from Japan, I can talk to them. So technology puts people close and different, really different people close, like another language. So different cultures, so people can get close. Different people can get close by technology. So I think changed the whole world because of this.
Okay. And you, Elton?
Yeah, I agree with all of you. I believe that technology, it was a game changer, because we can talk. By the way, right now, we are using that because I consider the Talk and Talk a community, and we can we can, it can help us to learn together, to exchange experience, knowledge, and maybe inspire each other, And yeah, I believe that technology opens a lot of doors, for guys that live in a remote area or even don't have the easy access for information, Yeah, I believe that when you use the technology, wisely, I believe that it can be a game changer for you, for everyone.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. The technology make with create a big community with many points of views, and people here in Ceará talk to people in Rondônia and São Paulo, and I don't remember the Felipe living, but I think that is open doors, the technology.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, just a thing. I see now. I have already used it together as well. I have already participated. It was an online event. I believe that it was CodeCon. I mean,
yeah.
it's nice. Yeah, it was an IT event. It was online.
It is very nice because we can change the the game. It's like a game,
Yeah,
and we have many people interacting and make making more more nice, and and have some events, and the some event with many peoples, and the connection is very high. It is a good app.
yeah. By the
Uh,
way, the event was cool because you could choose the how can I say that, the presentation that you wanted to see, and you could walk through the map, and if you access an environment, it's like a house or even a building, and there was a guy presenting something, and you could walk again, and you could find another guy talk about another cool subject. And by the way, I could see some famous IT YouTubers like Lucas Montano. It was cool. I love it that.
yes. Uh, they get some have some place that you can have some stage, and you talk in this stage. Everybody here you talk, but
Yeah,
if you in some other space, the people that in stage don't hear what you say, right? It
yeah,
is very it is very nice to presentations. It
yeah,
is.
and it's more interactive. You can. It's. I believe that it's cool than a simple Google meeting or the Teams. I believe that is more nice.
Yes,
It's
I
nicer.
think he is nice. 5 minutes to finish. I will share with you the survey, right? Moment. Uh, and what do you think about this conversation, Victoria? And this topic is it's a bad, it's a good. What do you
I think
think?
it was awesome because we work in the same area, like we all in technology, so we could really talk about things we can share, another like knowledge we didn't know, like It was interesting seeing you all talk about Python because I use it to do, every day. I use Python. It's my work too. So it's nice to see other people like me too and talk about community because it was a new topic to me. I saw it last month, so it was nice, really nice.
All right, thanks. And you, Felipe, how do you think about this conversation?
Yes, it was a good conversation because we can talk about community. Community is so important for the world, you know. I would say it was a good conversation.
Okay, thanks. And you, Elton?
Yeah, man, I loved the subject. I like to talk about it because nowadays it's part of my life, you know. And it's cool when you can share and talk about it with each other and exchange ideas, point of views, knowledge. And yeah, like I said before, I really believe in the power of the community, and it was an amazing topic. Thank you.
Thanks. I will stop the